What if my F1 expires while my spouse-based green card is pending? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States at our offices in St. Louis, Missouri and San Diego, California. So, we have our immigrant home and our YouTube channel live sessions every Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Time when I'm in town. And there are a lot of people that try to get in on the waiting room. The waiting room only holds, I think, 10 or 12 people. And there was this fellow Patel on, and he was really trying to get into the waiting room, but he waited for those last 20 minutes of the show to try to get on. If you want to get on, the best way is to be there right at noon. But Patel was really trying to get in, and I couldn't get to his question. He never got into the waiting room. Actually, I think he did, and then he refreshed and he was out. But anyway, I was able to find out what Patel's question was, and it turns out that he's finishing up his OPT, which means he's at the end of his F1 visa. So Patel came to the United States on a non-immigrant F1 student visa. At the end of his studies, he was able to enroll in OPT, which is optional practical training that allows him to go to work at a company in his field of study. In fact, I believe Patel was a STEM student, so he's been on STEM OPT for the last 2 years. He's coming to the end of that STEM OPT, and he also happens to have married a U.S. citizen. So Patel's wondering, well, Jim, if my OPT is coming to an end, if my work card's about to end, and I have a pending adjustment of status application, where does that leave me? Do I have to leave the United States? Can I keep working? These are the kinds of things that Patel was worried about, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get to the question, so I wanted to shoot this video to cover the topic because it's a question that comes up a lot. We actually have a lot of love in the air in our institutions of higher learning, a lot of young people getting married after college, and this question comes up about when you're switching from an F1 to a marriage-based green card and sort of that time period between when you apply and when you actually get the benefit. So let's walk through it. Let's say that Patel got married in January and filed in February and got fingerprinted in March and has a pending work card application that went along with his green card application that his spouse filed for him. And so Patel's waiting to get that work card. He's about ready to get the work card, and his OPT is about to run out, and he has no idea when his green card interview is going to be. Let's say he lives in New York, where your green card interview can take 12, 13, 14, 15 months. The thing is, if the OPT is complete, if he's finished with OPT before he gets his work card, so remember, you get one work card for OPT and then you can get another work card while your green card case is pending. If his OPT work card ends before his work card based on the marriage-based green card case arrives, he's going to have to stop working, and that's a real bummer. The Trump administration really slowed down immigration. They really declared war, not just on undocumented immigrants, but also on legal immigrants. And one of the ways they did that was to really slow down people's work authorization. So hopefully the Biden administration is going to get some people in there to speed that process back up. But we are seeing people fall into that gap between when their OPT work card expires and when their marriage-based work card arrives. So that's a tough time, especially if they have a stickler for an employer who's going to insist that they demonstrate their ongoing ability to work. So Patel might have a problem. Now, I don't know the timing of all of his stuff, but as far as whether he has to leave the United States, no. Once you file for adjustment of status, you can stay. And if you're married to a U.S. citizen, you can file even if, of course, you're out of status. And once you get your green card, you're back in status. So anybody who applies for a green card who's on an F1 with an expiring OPT, you're going to be able to stay in the United States beyond the expiration of your OPT. You don't have to go back home and consular process. You can stay the whole time, no matter how long it takes for you to get your green card. You'll be able to renew that work card if you have to. Hopefully your case won't take that long. But these are the kinds of concerns that someone like Patel would have. What's my ability to work? When am I going to get my green card? What happens to my old student visa? Do I have to notify my international student office? That little question, I would say yes. You want to let them know that you're getting married and that you're filing for adjustment. But they're going to end your OPT F1 in your CVIS record, and at that point you're a full-blown adjustment of status applicant, but everything's fine. You can stay, and once you get that work card based on the green card application, you'll be able to go back to work. So if you have questions about the interplay between F1 visas and marriage-based green cards, we'd be happy to help. We handle these cases all the time. Our phone number is 314-961-8200. You can email us at info@hackinglawpractice.com. Be sure to join us in our Facebook group, which is called Immigrant Home. If you like this video, we ask that you please share it out on social, and that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get updates whenever we make videos like this one. And finally, like I said, on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon, you'll find us in the Facebook group and on our YouTube channel answering as many of your immigration-related questions as we can. Thanks a lot, and we hope to see you there.